Well, hello, everybody. How you guys doing today? Nice, chill Sunday, hopefully. We'll see. So, let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to be playing some more Lost Judgment. If it looks like I'm not going to be able to complete this relatively quickly, we might switch around some nights, because I do want to get to some spooky content since it is Spooptober, and especially since I'll be gone at the end of October on my honeymoon. I do want to get some spooky gaming in. Alright, let's see. Are we good? Ah, we are. Sweet. There we go. Oi. Alrighty. I'll probably be putting out a poll here soon, seeing which spooky game I should try playing first and work my way through. Okay, so we stopped here last night. We're supposed to sneak through,
Nanda?
Oh, I'm screwed if I get too close and they notice me. Ah, this way. Come on. Go. Hi, yeah, throw a coin. I'm throwing like multiple monies. Want to try and save that hug bomb or whatever it is. Smoke screen powder. Oh, shit. See you, nerd. Take down. I don't know if I can take all of them down, but I'll take him down.
That's a good boy.
Stealth complete. Find Kaito. Okay. Let's go find Kaito-san. And if it looks a little smoky in the image, it's because the wifey decided to test the fog machine that we got.
I hate to say it, Akutsu. I'm in a price bracket you couldn't afford if you wanted to.
I'm not saying you'd need to call it quits on the detective gig you've got going, Kaito-san. You can just give us a hand, help us out a bit when RK needs some real muscle on the field.
That a fucking joke? On what planet would I sign up for more busy work?
Think you might want to tone it down there, big guy? I've got my boys in the room. Being talked to like this isn't a good look.
Why would you care how you look? You're a bunch of damn Yakuza. You and Soma are picking up the Tojo clan scraps, yeah? Or do you have a real plan?
We'd have the manpower if we wanted to.
With all your washed-up Yakuza and punk-ass kids? I don't see it happening, man. What are you fucking thinking?
Exactly why we need more guys like you. Help me show this crew how the big boys roll. I need some authority on this to get it built the right way.
So you want me on as a drill sergeant for scumbags? Count me out.
Kamurocho's underground river of cash is still flowing, but there's no more Tojo clan upstream to collect it all. There's no more rules. We can run this town however the fuck we want. And once we've got ours, we can slip back into civilian lives to live it up clean as a whistle.
You want to be a civilian again? You're kidding.
Oh yeah. Want to have the cash to buy your favorite store, pop out a couple of kids and settle down with a family? Never would have been possible in the Yakuza life.
Well, why the fuck would you need me to do that? After you step into the shadow of the underworld, you never really escape from those chains. Don't sell me your bullshit like I'm one of your fucking brats.
Oh shit.
Sounds to me like your whole damn pitch just ran out of gas. Go out there and build your dream gang if you want. I don't give a shit. That said, if you keep bugging me about this shit, I'm gonna make sure you regret it. Keep your fucking distance from us.
Did you say us? Are you refusing to join up because you have a partner? Bring Yagami along for all I care.
Did you hear a word of what I just said?
I'd reconsider that stance if I were you. If you aren't coming along as a friend, then you're my enemy.
Time to fight.
I don't take work from assholes.
Have it your way, then. Hey, round up the boys.
Sir. Hey! Get off your asses!
Oh,
Too late for that. I knew exactly how this little chat was gonna go down.
Son of
Yeah, well, I knew exactly where you'd be for a chat you weren't invited to.
Well, if you're done over there, shall we get back down to business?
You're not walking out of here.
no.
If you don't know how to use that thing, you're gonna cut yourself, man. You sure?
You fuckers are the ones who don't know shit. This whole damn town belongs to the arcade now, you know.
Now the whole town belongs to you, huh? You fucking morons. You're gonna have to pry this town out of my hands!
Woo! Arcade members. Alright, come on. Ow, ow! Hey, yeah! Oh, shit! Stomping down the dance floor this time. Actually, whoa!
Hey!
He just
quit
made the
dragging your
roof
ass!
explode.
Right! Sorry, boss. Yo! Fuck them up, boys!
Arvin, welcome in, sir. Howdy, howdy. How you doing today? I wanted to get some streaming time in because I know you're going to be doing some control here soon, and then I want to be able to host and hang out a little bit with that. Give me that lettuce sandwich. Oh! Smackdown again. Girl. Ow. Whoa. As I just fly down the stairs. Ow. And you stab me again. There we go. Good day so far? That's good to hear.
Dumbass, you down already?
No, sir. Come on, let's fucking do this!
Holy shit, how many waves do I have to fight? Oh, can I not grab it? Ow. Tuna and egg sandwich. Okay, give me those. Come on, get up. Get up, get up, get up. Alright, bop, bop, and then bop. What was it? Oh, dang. Oh, cool. Oh, that was cool. These animations are super schnifty. Ow, 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 ow! Oh, shit. Ow. No. Yes. Let's do that. Ow. Ow! Dang it. Okay, let's try that again. So I can't take the weapon from him. Alright. F you guys. Alright, there's one. What? How are you still hitting me? There we go. I'm lucky I'm getting... Yeah, no, I'm... Oof. That one actually hurt a little bit.
Now I understand why you wanted Kaito on your side.
Still got anything you want to say, Akutsu?
I can appreciate your perspective on this, Kaito.
In that case, you better leave us the hell alone.
Yeah, we can do that. We get it. It's fine. Right, Akutsu?
Why are you here? Aren't you busy?
Just checking in.
Soma?
You made quite a mess here.
It is Soma. He's from previous games, too.
Tak meets Soma. He's the leader of the RK.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
You keep saying we, but I don't think you know what's going on. You just gonna waltz in here and bark orders?
Kaito-san turned down your offer, didn't he? And the other guy is Yagami from his own detective agency. Before that, he was an accomplished lawyer. Now he's with Kaito-san independently.
It's my job to be running HQ, though. You shouldn't roll up unannounced.
I'm supposed to leave you to your own devices? I do have to check in, at least to show my face.
Got a cold?
It's a dust allergy, actually. Tough thing to live with. And I used to catch hell for it in the Yakuza. Quit that infernal sniffling, they'd say.
Yeah, that couldn't have been easy, man. I bet they would beat the shit out of you if you didn't blow your nose.
You know it. I do wish we'd had the time to work together, Kaito-san.
You're icky.
You as well, Yagami-san. It may feel like we're a small-time outfit in the immediate term, but RK will grow. We'll show you. But in the meantime, we'll leave the two of you be. Does that work?
Finally, some sense. Best of luck with the growth. As the leader here, you need brains and brawn.
Something else?
Your gang was out there searching for some guy in a picture. Well, how'd that hunt end up turning out? He was some kind of girls' bar manager, wasn't he? It sounded like he'd disappeared from Kamurocho more than a few years back. You have any luck tracking him down?
We actually found that he's unfortunately dead. Likely murdered. What? Considering Kamurocho's reputation and the nature of his profession, I can't say I'm all that surprised.
Got it. I guess I was just kind of curious.
Always happy to oblige a detective.
Later, nerd. Yay, monies. I got 20 bucks.
I guess we shouldn't have taken RK so lightly, even though they're new to the scene.
Yeah. Supposedly Soma's the one who spearheaded the campaign to scoop up all the ex-Tojo. Turns out he's teaching the next generation of thugs about protection money, loan sharking, mugging. He's like an unemployment agency for shitheads. They've got 50 full-time bodies so far, but if you include part-timers and other associates, they may be well over 2,000 strong.
That's a lot. Even half that's a lot.
The Yakuza left behind a gaping power vacuum in this town. Even if it wasn't RK, someone else would have swooped in. So much for peace and quiet in Kamurocho, huh?
Kisisto.
Sari-san's calling. Hello?
It's Shirosaki. Sorry for the wait. I found our file on Ahara's victim.
Ah, Mamiya-san, right? Yui Mamiya?
Yes, she lives with her family in East Ikebukuro. I'm about to make a quick house call.
Awesome. Then I'll be right over.
Oh,
Good.
snap.
See you sooner than later, I hope.
I caught all that. You go on ahead, Doc. This one's outside my area of expertise.
Okay. I'll head back to the office when I'm done.
Okay. Let's see. Oof, I need to eat something. How am I doing? Wow, 23,000. I need 40,000 for that. Holy crap. Okay. Enlightened Eater. Lucky Gourmand. Now I'm wondering if I should just hold out and save up the 40 grand and get this. That's 250%. That's a hell of an increase. Okay. Oh, nope. Don't go that way. I don't want to run into assholes. I need to find somewhere to eat. I think this is drone racing is in this area, if I remember right. Belong. Crash into your bike. I'm gonna eat all your shit. Oh, it's a fast food place with burgers. All right, what do you got?
いらっしゃいませ。
Smile Burger, home of the free smile. Can I take your order? Burger. I haven't eaten yet today either. I've just been kind of meh on food. I should eat. I pulled out a whole bunch of stuff because I have Tuesday off, and I'm going to smoke up some pork belly burnt ends. I'm going to smoke up a nice New York strip steak, like a whole bunch of stuff, and cook a whole bunch for the week. Six hours? Oh, dang. I've been up since 6 a.m.? Or no, before that. No, I was up before that. I was up before 6 a.m. So, it's been a long day. Legend Smile Set. How do I? Ooh, yeah. Let's do that. Well, that... Oh, no, that doesn't actually... Let's do the smile salad, because that gives me stuff and a shake and some fries. Hooray!
Starving.
Braised pork burger? That sounds really good. Yeah, you should eat before you stream. I'm one of two ways. I either like to eat, and when I get hungry, I'm like, oh god, I need to eat. Or I hit that point where I'm just like, no, I'm not hungry. Nah, I'll eat later. And then I usually gremlin and eat at like 10 o'clock at night. Salad. And a shake. And some fries.
I'm starting to feel it. Pretty tasty, thanks.
ありがとうございました。
And that only cost like 15 bucks. That's actually not that bad. I would definitely pay 15 bucks for all of that. Meow. Play pass. Kisisto. Worn out rubber. There we go.
Oh,
Perfect timing, Yagami-san. And here I was about to go without you. Are you ready to visit Mamiya-san?
Time to head for the home of Ahara's victim, who doesn't know we're dropping by. Oh, this ought to be great. Alright, so taxi. Base fare is 410 yen. It's like $4. Very well, sir. Let's be on our way. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do like soup, and we got some soups and stuff. I think we're just gonna do that tonight for dinner. Maybe some grilled cheese. East Ikebukuro, Yui Mamiya's apartment.
Remember, we're speaking to a victim here, Yagami-san. One whose assailant we defended in court. If we had tried to make an appointment, she probably would have declined outright.
Not sure showing up unannounced is much better. But let's just hope she's willing to talk.
Hopefully.
Yes, there's no way around it. It's a risk we had to take.
Well, here goes nothing.
It's a pretty fancy apartment.
Yes?
I'm Shirasaki from the Genda Law Office, the attorney for Mr. Akihiro Ehara. You may remember me from the hearings.
Why are you here? Don't you know it's rude to show up at someone's door uninvited?
I understand, but we have a pressing matter that directly concerns you. If we could do this another way, we would. I apologize for any inconvenience.
I'm sorry, but the trial's over and done with. You know I can legally turn you away.
You're right, but I'm only asking a moment of your time. Please, would you mind?
Even Saudi-san couldn't whip up a solid approach for this. Are we really out of luck here?
I don't have time for this. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Wait, before you do that. Sorry to butt in. I'm Yagami, a detective helping Saori here out.
And?
I can't let this be the end. I need to talk her into opening this door. Somehow! Let's try empathy.
Are you aware of the trending video that's leading people to believe Ahara committed murder? Thing is, the victim was confirmed to be alive in Yokohama until the morning of your own incident. And since Ahara was on the train with you, they're ruling him out as a murder suspect.
So, what is it you're getting at?
Just trying to ensure you're in the clear from any of that unfortunate business. If we could do this now, we'd never bother you again. All we need is 10 minutes of your time.
How absurd.
We're only trying to help, but if later would work better for you, we could always come back another time. With our supervisor, of course. That visit would probably be more formal. There'd be paperwork, audio tapes, you know the drill. You'll want to clear your schedule.
I really don't have time for any of that.
No, I understand, and it's entirely our fault. We thought we'd do this casually, but we really should have been more by the book. But it is a murder case, so we do have to make sure our paperwork is in order here.
Oh, damn. Just laying it
Now,
on thick.
would you prefer to schedule a date to accommodate a more formal interview?
You said 10 minutes if we do it now, right?
Maybe
We'll
even
make it
less.
as painless as possible.
All right. Hold on.
We really do appreciate it.
Well, I'm impressed. I'm also not sure I should trust a word you say ever again.
Never do.
Really? I did get us in the door, didn't I?
I'm joking. I do appreciate the help.
What kind of...
Now let's not screw this up. This is likely the only conversation we'll have with Mamiya-san.
Now, what kind of giant am I?
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi. Again, we apologize for the intrusion.
Let's just get this over with already.
Mm-hmm. Yui Mamiya.
Okay, bye-bye.
We'll make this quick.
I stand head and shoulders above a bunch of these people. This is ridiculous. We could use a conversation opener with Mamiya. Let's take a quick look around for something useful. Suspicious. So itchy.
What the? Suspicious.
If I remember correctly, Yui Mamiya lives here with her husband and son. They seem pretty happy in this picture. This is a fancy-ass Japanese apartment. Holy crap.
What the?
Kid's bike.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And a bat by the door. Child's drawing, probably of his mother. They even put it in a nice frame. How cute. You've even got a little, like, wooden container that matches the walls for your tissues. That's kind of ridiculous. Where am I going?
Hey. Suspicious.
I'm just gonna sit here and stare at the side of your head. That's Yui Mamiya, wife, mother, office worker, and victim of Ahara's perversion. They got on the same train in Ikebukuro, where she ended up having to suffer through Ahara groping her.
Suspicious.
She is suspicious. I don't trust her. Saori Shiosaki, experienced lawyer at Genda. I practiced there too until a few years ago. Looking at her now, you wouldn't guess it, but she's even done undercover work as a hostess at a popular club.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Is there anything that I can immediately see that would help? Here, let me just come in here and look around your house. Dang!
Hey. Suspicious.
Quite the layout they've got here. The kitchen has a clear view of the living room. It's one hell of a kitchen, yo.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Packing. Hi. I see you. What are you doing over there? Just kind of jumbling around, aren't you? I'm sure the laptop's full of useful data, but we're obviously not getting to it. No, absolutely not. Bills.
Uh-huh.
That's what it looks like. He's just like...
Suspicious.
This kid is acting suspicious. He's twitching around in his door. Yui Mami, a 6-year-old son. Cute kid. I guess he just started grade school. Like, what is he doing? He seems pretty excited by visitors dropping by. Looks like his dad's not home yet, though. Like, dude, what are you doing? Do you not use the bathroom? I want to investigate that. Like,
what the?
There we go. A kid's playset. Must be nice having a place big enough for one of those. Yeah, no. Dude, this apartment for Japan is freaking huge. This is ridiculously huge. Alright, there we go. Let's sit down. I'm a giant on this couch.
I've already told the police and the court everything they could want to know about that morning.
I'm sorry to put you through this again, but would you mind going over those details with us?
Again.
What else is left to discuss?
Again.
I understand how pressured you might feel.
I've gone over this so many times. I wonder if pressing charges was even worth it.
No. What you did was both brave and inspirational. Many victims are afraid to come forward for any number of reasons. Your voice might give them courage to find their own.
Yes.
Ironic. Hearing this from that predator's defense team.
Well, perhaps.
Would you mind walking us through that day from the beginning?
It's nothing so mysterious. I was just on my way to work when some man grabbed my butt. That's all it was.
Nothing else was out of the ordinary that day?
Correct.
Not to pry, but where is your husband today?
Still at work? He usually doesn't get home until later. On that note, I have to feed my son, so let's get this wrapped up soon.
We literally just sat down.
We'll try our best. Moving along. On that day, you and Ahara-san boarded the train bound for Ikebukuro, correct? Had you ever seen the man before then?
No. At least not that I can recall. How many times must I go over this? Your lawyer friend here already knows everything I have to say. What do you gain by getting me to repeat things?
That's the thing. Yagami-san here is a specialist. He can take whatever you repeat, analyze it, and draw up an entirely new conclusion. Right?
Of course. That's exactly why I'm here.
Right? Right? Fucking, let me just elbow you a little bit, right? Must be an elite member of society to have something that large. For an apartment? Yeah. No, that's freaking huge.
In the security footage as you stepped onto the train, it looks like Ahara-san stepped right behind you. Were you aware of his presence at this point?
I was. It felt like someone kept pushing up against me with no sense of personal boundaries. I remember second-guessing myself at the time, thinking it was normal for the train to be that packed.
Then the train took off while you were stuck in that situation.
Yes. And then I felt the back of his hand against me.
Yeah.
It kept getting worse from there, to the point where he went under my skirt.
Ew.
And the pig had the nerve to write it off as an accidental brush on a crowded train. But that kind of touch wasn't accidental. He even grabbed at me.
Truly awful. And I do sympathize. I've also had to turn in an abuser like that. Personally speaking, some men can't wait to debase themselves at the first opportunity.
Damn.
Why would you say that and look at me?
I just stood there, frozen. I couldn't see who was touching me. I had no idea what to do. I wanted to scream. But what if he just played it off? So I decided I would bear it till the next station.
Damn.
Are you okay, Mommy?
I'm fine, sweetie. We're just having a bit of grown-up talk. Are you hungry?
Uh-huh.
Then go read your book and wait over there for Mommy. We're almost done.
Right, even closer in like earshot. Just go read your book and listen to me recount this. Fine, right? Looks like this is going to be ending soon no matter what. I should keep my questions brief. Up to now, I haven't heard any contradictions between Mamiya's account and the security footage.
You said the abuse lasted the entire 6 minutes between Ikebukuro and Shinjuku Station. Did you see the groper's face at any time during that span?
No. I was too terrified to look. And I thought, even if I did, he'd just pull away and escape. But just as the train was pulling into Shinjuku, I reached back and grabbed the hand on me.
Oh shit.
That's when I saw his face. Of course, he shook me off as the doors opened, but I'd already gotten a clear look at him. He must have known I could turn him in at that point. So he ran, and I chased after.
Right. That was captured by the station's security cameras.
Great job tailing him in such a crowded space. On that note, did you ever happen to lose sight of Ahara-san while running?
His cap was pretty easy to spot, and no one else was bolting off the platform like that, so I never lost sight of him. At that point, I could feel my voice returning, so I just screamed, "That man grabbed me!"
I'm glad there were good Samaritans nearby.
For sure. And there were a lot of smartphones out, so I figured there was no way for him to get away with it. I was so relieved.
I see. I think I've got the gist of it. But now we've got a piece of evidence that contradicts what you've told us.
Oh shit.
What do you mean?
I think he had his mask pulled down so that he could have his face recognized. Yui Mamiya's story lines up with her testimony from the trial, but there is one thing that it contradicts. What? What oh. Let's try that. Let's try that one.
Despite what we just went over, wouldn't you say this contradicts your account of the incident?
I'm not sure what you mean. Did I say something odd?
No, Yagami-san is currently the odd one here.
Oh, shoot. If you'll allow me to rephrase.
Shit, that's not... Shot! Let's try that one.
Despite what we...
I'm not sure what...
No.
No.
Oh, shoot. If you'll allow me to rephrase.
No, that's not it either. Shot! No. Let's try the Ikebukuro.
Despite what we just went over...
I'm not...
No.
Oh my god.
Oh, shoot. If you'll allow me to rephrase.
Oh. Is it F it. Let's try the murder stuff.
Well, a student teacher named Hiro Mikoshiba was sent off to work by his mother. But he was soon abducted near his home, only to be found dead much later in Ijincho.
Is that...
According to the video, Ihara-san here is the murderer.
What?
He killed Mikoshiba in cold blood to get vengeance for his
There we
bullied
go.
son.
I think I got it.
His kid was about to graduate high school, but instead, he took his own life. So Ihara took it upon himself to punish his son's tormentor.
That's awful.
But now we come back to the issue here. If this footage is authentic, then Ihara-san couldn't have been your assailant. The victim's estimated time of death and Ihara-san's time of arrival in Tokyo simply don't allow for it. It's just not possible for someone to make that commute. But there's the flip side. If Ihara-san was in fact your assailant, it would mean this murder footage is a fabrication.
I don't know what you expect me to say after all this.
Right? Now you know how we're feeling. That's why we came to see if you had any leads for us.
So that's what this is about.
Ah.
After hearing your story, I have no doubt you endured a lot that day. Which would obviously mean that murder video is faked.
Then, who shared that video? And why?
Wish I knew. Based on the quality, something this convincing would need quite a budget. Whether it's CG on top of real murder footage, or just a rock-solid AI creation, no way it was cheap. So why go through all this effort to fake a murder? Who would benefit from it? But I have to say, I feel much closer to piecing this puzzle together with your help today. Thank you very much for your time.
Yes, and rest assured, this will be the last time you see us. Our apologies for the unexpected visit. And for dredging up unpleasant memories.
It's fine. So long as this is really the end of it all.
Probably not. Look at those fancy seats.
I'd like to report Mamiya-san's account to the rest of the team. Can I count on you to be there?
No.
Sure. Let me give Kaito-san a heads up.
All right, then I'll see you there.
Yo, it's me.
Hey, I just got back to Kamurocho. Everything good? Any news?
All good here, man. What's with you? You worried Arcade got to me or something?
I mean, they did run their mouths about stabbing us in the back. But if you're good, I'm good. Anyway, I'm heading to Genda so Sari-san and I can go over what we learned from Lamia.
You're the boss. As for me, I'm calling it a day.
You do that.
All right. Let's see. What do we got? Still at 24,000. I'm going to pause it for just a second. I'm going to go check in on my kiddo. They seem to have a bit of a stomach bug today, so I want to make sure they're doing well. I will be back in just a few. Let's take a quick stretch break, get some, refill your water, grab a drink, whatever you want to do, soda, water, milk, juice, whatever you want. And I will be back in just a moment, chat. Let me go check on the kiddo. Alrighty, chat. I'm back. Sorry about that. Wanted to make sure that the kiddo is feeling better and that the stomach bug isn't bugging them too much. Alright, here we go. Okay. Thank you, Arvin. Ooh, I just thought, I was thinking about this earlier today. Yeah, stomach bugs do stink. We're just hoping that it gets better, that the kiddo gets to feeling better before school tomorrow. I had a thought about a co-op game that we could all do. If it would be 4 of us. It's a cheaper game, and it's a game I've been waiting for people to pick up. What if we tried playing Raft? It's a survival game, yes, but it's got a nice story, and it honestly looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, I think Raft would be a good one. And it is on the cheaper side too. And they are still updating it. Alright. Let's see. Do I need anything? Do I need anything? Because there's like Raft, there's the Forest. The Forest is more spooky and horror centered, but that one has a pretty good story too. Give me more lettuce sandwiches. I already have the maximum amount. Maximum amount. Maximum amount. Stamina X. There we go. Okay. Because I was thinking either like, since we're trying to get away from playing Phasmo all the time as a group, we could look at like, say, ooh, a burger, nice. I was thinking we could either look at, say, something along those lines. The Forest would be good, especially for like Spooktober. Okay, there we go.
Are we ready, Yagami-san?
Sure.
Let's start with our visit to Mamiya-san, if that sounds reasonable to you.
Yeah, let's start there.
Yeah, let's start there.
So, the victim's story is completely in line with her court testimony, huh?
That's correct. There wasn't anything new to pick up.
Unfortunately.
In which case, should we look into the murder video instead? Like, figure out how they made it?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Whether that tape's fake or real, someone had to put it online, right? Do we have any theories on who that might be?
Well, the footage showed enough of the surroundings to make the crime scene clear. As somebody who's been there, I can confirm that the blood splotches match what you see in the footage. Which means...
Who uploaded Hara's murder footage to the internet? I do still think we can play Phasmo as well, Arvin, but I think maybe we want to move away from that as our default, like, us getting together and play game, and kind of spice it up and break up the monotony. Which is why I was thinking of, instead of doing the investigatory thing like Phasmo, we look into, the problem is that if we're gonna do like an MMO or something like that, it either needs to be free to play, but most of the free to plays still have a cost to purchase the game outright, and then you're locked unless you buy subs. A good example is the Old Republic. That's free to play, but it severely handicaps you. if you are not subscribed to it. New World, you only have to buy the game once, but you still have to pay $40 up front for it, and the queue times are still can vary wildly, especially because we would want to buy to play overall. No, that makes sense. Like New World, we would want to get in on a full server, but the problem with a full server right now is we're going to look at really bad queue times, like upwards of like 30 minutes and shit, like crazy queue times. Guild Wars 2 and New World fall into that, but New World is having some really hardcore queue issue. Oh yeah, no, their queue issues are awful. Even Final Fantasy XIV still has queue issues. You don't have to wait nearly as long, but regardless of which server you join in on, you're gonna wait at least maybe 5 minutes sometimes. But their queue goes down pretty quick. Who uploaded Ahara's murder footage to the internet? The accomplices. They had to.
The murderer's accomplices have to be the ones who posted it for him.
Yeah, I can't see it any other way.
I also agree with Yagami-san.
But in that case, what would their motive be?
Maybe they wanted to make a mockery of the police, or even the whole system.
Huh?
We know Ihara got himself convicted for groping, so he'd have an alibi for Mikoshiba's killing. But then, his conspirators turned it around by uploading the murder video online. Almost as if to say, look how he got away with it.
I see. Yeah, that does make it sound like he's taunting them.
That's well and good, but I'd like to shift gears. Let's talk about the actual fabrication of the video. How does one go about that?
Well, for example, the true culprit would be taped murdering Mikoshiba. Then Ihara's face would be copied and blended onto the killers. That's how they'd approach it in a Hollywood movie.
But then, wouldn't you be able to see traces of it being faked?
Tsukumo-san reported that he's found nothing of the sort in his analysis.
We've been down this road before. If we take the stance that the footage is fabricated, we have absolutely nothing to work with.
Then let's tackle this from the stance that the video's actually real. If that's the case, there has to be a flaw in the groping issue. I think we've collected enough evidence to find it too.
Before meeting with Yui Mamiya, didn't you mention the possibility of Ihara using a stand-in? Perhaps the real Ihara murdered Mikoshiba in Ijincho, then swapped places with the imposter so he could be detained.
But we couldn't find an opportunity for the swap to happen, remember? From the moment he set foot on the Ikebukuro platform, Ihara was constantly on camera.
But wait, that's not entirely accurate, is it?
Huh?
Ihara wasn't constantly on camera between Ikebukuro and Shinjuku, and the proof is... this.
Remember how we mocked up a diagram of the Shinjuku station platform?
Yeah. Oh, wait! That's it! You could be onto something. There's a point where Ihara wasn't on camera at all.
What is this point you speak of?
Let's all go over the diagram so that everything will be clear. Here's what I want you to see.
Hey, Luna.
Suspicious.
Hi, Luna. I have my own theory too, Arvin. My cat's doing figure eights around my legs right now. Oh.
Suspicious. What the? Suspicious. Hey.
Yes, this is the spot I'm looking for. There we go. Found it.
It's very
Job's
brief.
done.
but there's a moment where Ihara and Mamiya-san can't be seen by the security cameras. The dotted lines on the arrow represent the camera's blind spot.
It does appear so. So you're saying this is where the groper, the fake Ihara, traded places with the real one?
Can't say it's impossible, right?
Right. Except if that actually happened, Mamiya-san would have been right behind them at the time. Could the two really swap places without her noticing?
In a crowd like that, I think it's feasible.
If that really was Ihara's plan, then I'd say he was being careless.
He was carrying something,
Careless?
though.
How?
Well, on the day of the incident, the station was packed for morning rush hour. That means there was no solid guarantee the assailant could make the switch. He could have been nailed by any random passerby before reaching the blind spot.
Good point. Not only that, if Mamiya-san had called for help while the train was still moving, then the first Ihara would have been caught before even reaching the platform.
Oh, I mean, yeah! Called it.
Yeah.
Think about it,
nerd.
Yagami-san. Why would Ihara's accomplices meticulously plan out every last detail of this alibi, only to leave such a crucial component to chance, as Hoshino-kun pointed out?
Oh, just doing my job.
True. Good work, Hoshino-kun. In fact, I think that may back up my own take on it.
Yeah?
What if everything, including the appearance of leaving the plan to chance, was part of the plan?
Can you expound on that?
Yes, hi.
I'm saying I agree that such an airtight alibi wouldn't have allowed for contingencies. And that takes the question to another level. Just how far did they line up the pieces in advance to make the swap work?
Are you saying there's more to it than we discussed? What did we miss?
If everything on the day of the murder, including the train groping, was planned from start to finish, what else could we possibly deduce? Yui Mamiya was colluding, or the real murder took place in Kamurocho. But, no.
I know this won't go over well, but what if Mamiya was colluding with Ihara all along?
Huh?
Bear with me. Let's say Mamiya was in on this, and knew about the imposter in advance. If that's the case, the swap could happen right in front of her and no one but the three of them would know.
You're saying the victim of a groping conspired with her assailant beforehand? That's ridiculous.
It's not a suggestion I'm fond of, but I have to consider the possibility of Mamiya playing a part in this conspiracy.
Let me just say, I'm only trying to work out how a swap like that would be guaranteed to work. Now, if Ihara and his stand-in both know that Mamiya will pretend not to have seen them, they can trade places in the blind spot with impunity. Conversely, if Mamiya wasn't in on the plan, the idea of a swap would never work. We can say with certainty that she would have seen the swap, so... She could have even called attention to the real Ihara the moment he stepped in. That way, the people around her would be focused on chasing the correct assailant. The rest is as we know it. They caught Ihara and detained him until the police showed up.
Well,
Hold
they
that
ripped
thought.
his mask
If your
down.
theory is accurate, what about Ihara's trace evidence? Remember that fibers of the victim's underwear were detected on his hand.
Well, that can also be explained by Mamiya being in on the plan. For example, while the stand-in was showing himself at the security cameras, Mamiya could have easily provided Ihara access to a pair of underwear at the same time. Maybe the stand-in loitered around for so long because he was letting everyone else get themselves in place.
It's not impossible.
We can work out the other details later, but the point is, Ihara's murder alibi is shot if Mamiya was involved. In summary, it's possible Ihara disgraced himself to secure an unshakable alibi for Mikoshiba's murder.
I'll concede that it's an avenue worth pursuing.
That's right.
And when it comes to the prosecution, they can't just admit they got the first case so wrong. Plus, they can't question Ihara about Mikoshiba's murder. In fact, their only option is to claim the tape was faked.
So he managed to make a farce out of the system after all.
Well, His court case for his son's bullying did get more or less thrown out, didn't it? The school, the investigative committee, and the court all agreed there wasn't enough evidence to convict anyone. No surprise for me that the guy held a grudge against the system for so long.
Hold on. Before we all decide on this,
What's up?
the obvious question to me is why would Mamiya be party to such a crime? She appears more than financially stable, and she's even raising a child. So why would she do something so enormously risky as helping establish a murder alibi?
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. But maybe she was promised something that far exceeds the risk. Or maybe Ihara has some kind of dirt on her even?
Enough to make her help with a murder? What sort of secret would be big enough to force someone into that corner?
A 53-year-old patrolman and a married office worker and mother. The only connection between them so far is the train station itself.
What info do we have on Mamiya anyway? Maybe we can spot a connection to Ihara through her profile.
I'll pull her information. Just a second.
Oh, I just thought of something else those two would have guaranteed by working together.
What's that?
If Ihara wanted to use this crime as a murder alibi, he needed it to blow up into the public eye. But if he had chosen a victim who stayed silent, then nothing would have come of it. A solid plan would need to eliminate that variable, which means Mamiya being an accomplice was crucial to Ihara's success.
That's true.
Looks like Ihara pulled one over on the prosecution then. Had his accomplices right where he wanted them, even his victim. Once we learn how he's connected to Mamiya, we can root out the rest of his team.
Let's see. According to her file, her maiden name is Yui Suzuki. 30 years old, so that's consistent. Originally from Ota, Tokyo. Attended a private high school called Kurakawa Academy. Later graduated from Toto University.
Huh.
Met her husband on the job, apparently. Her husband, Taichi Mamiya, is an industrial designer at Techno Zeta Inc. 6 years ago, she gave birth to their only son, Sotakun, who's now in first grade.
Hold on. You said she went to Kurakawa Academy? I heard that name in Ijincho. If I recall correctly...
Isn't that where Sukuma graduated? Wasn't I just at that school? Kurokawa Academy. Let's try that one.
When I went to scope out the murder scene, there were these 3 guys watching the detectives and me. They told us they were just checking things out. They mentioned they're Kurakawa grads too.
You have any ID on you?
Will my license work?
Kake-san, age 30.
Akaike-san, age 30. Mommy is 30 as well.
What's that got to do with anything? Aren't we trying to find a connection between Mamiya and Ihara?
I found the Kurakawa Academy website. Looks like they're pretty prestigious. It's in Tokyo, specifically in Ota. Pretty close to where Mamiya lived. Oh.
What?
The girls there get such cute uniforms.
Oh my god, shut up.
You little... You want to start all over from the bar exam?
Wait, I've seen that uniform before too, actually.
Sawa-sensei.
On an old picture of a teacher at Seiryo High. Sawa-sensei. Ihara's son had confided in her.
Yep.
Is she actually a Kurakawa grad too? I don't know Sawa-sensei's exact age, but she could well be 30. Maybe all of them are even classmates.
Could this mean they're actually linked? The victim and her up-to-now unrelated assailant?
It's a tenuous link at best. Could fall apart any time. But no true detective alive would pass it up.
Oh, I love the attention to detail too. This is amazing. I love it. Blong. All right. Review time.
A previously unseen link is established between the groper and the victim,
Oh yeah.
charting out their relationship as akin to tracing a spider's web. But with each false thread ruled out, only the improbable truth remains. Ehara orchestrated the groping as a diversion, and by tarnishing his name, he secures both an alibi and his ultimate revenge.
Kitty. Chapter 6. So now we're about halfway through the game.
Hiro Mikoshiba's murder was sparked by the bullying of Toshiro Ehara, who committed suicide 4 years ago. The graphic video that hit the net showed the world how Toshiro's father, Akihiro Ehara, had brutally avenged his son. We also know the father had accomplices. On October 7th at 6:30 a.m., they forced Mikoshiba into a vehicle, took him to an abandoned building, and gravely injured him. Then, around 7:30 a.m., the time frame when Ehara killed Mikoshiba, the other conspirators were probably nearby, even though they weren't on camera.
At the same time, 30 kilometers away at Ikebukuro Station, a man who looks like Ehara is caught on camera. We'll call that guy the stand-in.
Okay.
The stand-in made sure he was in front of the cameras for more than an hour before boarding the 9:06 a.m. train, the same one Yui Mamiya was on. After committing sexual battery on that train, he meets the real Ehara in the camera's blind spot, and they change places. That's how he established a false alibi for Mikoshiba's murder. And to achieve this, the victim, Yui Mamiya, had to have been in on it from the start.
Sure are a lot of people getting their hands dirty for Ehara. Mamiya, Ehara's stand-in on the train, the guys who kidnapped Mikoshiba. How did some troubled cop manage to recruit so many allies?
Well, one person that comes to mind who might be the key to all this is Yoko Sawa. She's a teacher at Seiryo High.
Sawa-sensei.
She was the only adult Toshiro-kun ever told about the bullying, and she supervised Mikoshiba as a teacher before he disappeared. On top of that, she's a Kurokawa Academy graduate, same as Mamiya. Those trespassers at the murder scene were also from Kurokawa. Since they're all about the same age, it's possible they were all classmates.
So you're saying these classmates are also Ehara's murder accomplices?
If we consider Yoko Sawa the central link, that's very possible.
Oh no, she's gonna
We do
die.
know that as a teacher, she felt deep remorse for Toshiro-kun's suicide. Maybe she recruited her old classmates to help Ehara take his revenge.
Yeah, best not to rule that out. Though I'm hoping that's not the case.
Oh god, she's gonna die.
Why is that?
It's just, she's a really good teacher. She's passionate, responsible. She's always putting the students first. I know she regrets the past, that a student died on her watch. And now another of her students, Mikoshiba, is found murdered. So if it turns out she's involved in that, I doubt I'll be able to trust my own judge of character ever again.
Yagami.
I'm going back to Ijincho tomorrow. The plan is to bring up Mamiya's name to Sawa-sensei and see how she reacts. Until then, let's not jump to conclusions about her involvement.
All right.
Can I chime in real quick? I was looking into Kurokawa Academy and I stumbled across something that may be relevant.
Sup, nerd?
What's that?
Well, it happened 13 years ago, but there was an attempted suicide. A third year jumped off the school's roof after being thoroughly humiliated.
Oh, damn. A bullying suicide from 13 years ago? Didn't Sawa-sensei mention that too? Yeah, she did. And the fact that he's still in a coma now.
Actually, Sawa-sensei mentioned that. She said it was a boy in her class.
Right, that's gotta be the same case then. The student's name was Mitsuru Kusamoto. He's 30 now, but still in a coma.
Called it.
Huh, and all that info's on the net?
It wouldn't be normally, but his mother happens to be Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health. Ever heard the name Reiko Kusamoto?
Not once.
I have. It was on the news. They were talking about her and her son.
Vice ministers rank above most government officials, so this lady has quite a position of power at the Ministry of Health. Oh, now we're getting the government involved too. Ooh.
Well, do you remember the uproar in the health ministry when Vice Minister Ichinose got arrested? Apparently, his successor couldn't contain the resulting chaos, which is when Kusamoto-san got tapped to lead. They couldn't afford another criminal scandal, so her promotion was out of the blue. She was a safe choice, a veteran with tenure and experience. Not to mention, her son's tragedy made people see her as a more sympathetic figure. Very popular. She's kind of a new generation heroine, so to speak.
Huh. Is any of that relevant to the case at hand, though?
Who knows? But Reiko Kusamoto and Ahara both have children who were bullying victims. I don't think that's a connection we can afford to overlook, if you ask me.
Okay, so Kusamoto's son. What exactly happened to him?
Luna.
Let's see. He was bullied by a fellow third year at his school, Shinya Kawai. The records say he harassed Mitsuru-kun every day, in and out of school. Well, one time he even stuffed dirty rags in his mouth.
That's so cruel.
Yeah, and the teacher was a real piece of work. Apparently he knew, but he just smirked and said, "Don't overdo it."
Oh, I remember now. The media pounced on that one hard.
If they were classmates, then both Sawa-sensei and Mamiya would know about this.
And maybe because they couldn't save Mitsuru-kun, their guilt left them open to Ahara's persuasion.
But to prove that, we'll have to hear from them directly. I'll talk to Sawa-sensei first thing tomorrow.
That'd be helpful. In the meantime, I'll be working on Ahara's appeal. It's clear they missed something important in the trial, since Ahara is apparently innocent of sexual battery. Being that he was out committing murder at the time.
Damn!
What started as a simple harassment case sure has blown up big.
Well, aren't technically all teachers government employees, since they work for, like, especially here, like APS, so they would technically be government employees? Just state government, not federal. Kinda, sorta. Suck it, nerds. Ow! Oh my goodness. Beep beep, you're in my way. Hi-ya! Out of my way. Nerds. Whole bunch of nerds. Oh wait, no. That's... Me and Walls don't get along well. Kisisto. What is this?
いらっしゃいませ。
Ibisu Pawnbroker. Here to buy. What do you got? A green lizard. Extract recipe, deceptive mist tactic. Book of slithering my snack. I'm a slithery snack. Serenity Bat has a wide sweet spot and easy for beginners to use. However, you'll earn less points at the batting center with it. Master Turbo Bloop. Drone Racer. Oh. Holy crap. Serenity Bat equals Be Good Stick. Yeah, pretty much. I'm pretty sure it probably breaks pretty easily. Alright. Give me one more second, chat. I hear the kiddo calling. So I'm just going to leave it here. I'll be right back. Want to make sure everything's okay. Alrighty, chat. I am back. I'm back. Back. Alright. Ooh. A ROM of Penguin Land. Master System game. Ooh. Underwear developed with the aid of a contemporary sword saint. Lower innerwear. Attack 5%, defense 5%, EX boost duration 10%. Increases EX gauge charge rate by 10%. You know what? Let's get this. And let's get that. Yeah, I just bought a whole bunch of stuff. I'm poor now. Inner top, battle weave. Inner bottom, yes. Anti-stun contacts. There we go. Look at that. Now we're fully kitted out. So we get attack plus 10% there. 3%, so that's 13. 18% plus attack. Defense 8%. Reduces stun by 30%. And then we get a 10% increase to X boost duration and X gauge charge rate. Ooh, that's actually... Excuse me. That's actually pretty good. Ooh. Yes. Alright, how are we doing? 25,000. Okay. So we still got a little bit to go. I'm broke now. Well, not really, but... kind of broke. Get out of my way, nerds! Do. I like how it's all like Under Armour and things like that, so it doesn't change the appearance of Yagami. All right, it's time to go sleepy sleeps. Do I not have an actual apartment?
Wait a
Coffee.
minute. What?
Yo, you took your sweet time, but I got the gist of it. You're going to Ijincho, right? To meet with Sawa-sensei?
Yeah.
Kaito-san, you do realize that only I can meet her. You can't get into the school.
I know, but if you end up taking it off campus, can you at least call me this time?
Oh my god, you horn dog.
Don't you understand the situation? Sawa-sensei might be tied to murder.
You sure you understand it? Come on, she would never do that.
That a fact?
So happens I'm a great judge of character, especially when it comes to women.
Sometimes I forget who I'm talking to.
Shut up, Kaito-san. Oh, goodness. All right, let's get out of here. Head to Ijincho. Yeah, Arvin, you're right. Oh, geez. Yeah, he's, what's the song? The Van Halen song about teachers. I got it bad, got it bad, got it bad. I'm hot for teacher. That's it. Yes, yes. As soon as I started singing it, I realized. I was like, okay, all right. Out of my way, nerds. I got it bad, so bad. I'm hot for teacher. There we go. I'm getting it. Moshi moshi.
いらっしゃいませ。
That's maxed. That's maxed. That's maxed. Okay. Yakisoba. Ooh. These all look really good. I'm not a fan of bean paste though, like red beans. Blech. Bop. I will buy the taiyaki though. Don't touch my stuff. Base fare is 400. Izazaki Jincho. Alright. Look at those seats. Like, that's fancy. Did you get your burger yet, Arvin? Nice. Where'd you order from?
Well, first stop, it's gotta be Chinatown. Can't face Tsukumo on an empty stomach.
Never a dull day for you, huh, Kaito-san?
It's a selection, man. I've already worked out the math. I figure if I hit 4 or 5 places a day...
What?
What?
What's up?
Check that out. It's Akutsu.
Any Jincho.
Kamurocho thugs are looking pretty out of place here.
Yo! Akutsu! What are you fools doing in town? Hey! Don't ignore me! It's Kaito! Fancy seeing you here!
I'm kind of busy here, man. Catch you later.
And then they all get hit by a car.
What an asshole. Ijincho's a long way from home. And he's traveling with a small army.
Would he have come all this way because of us?
Nah, we just caught him totally off guard. He's not out here for us. Gotta be something else.
But something's not right if they're just cruising around.
I don't trust it. Oh, even more of them.
It's gotta be an RK operation. He brought too many guys for it to be something more personal.
Yeah. Kamurocho streets can be tough. Maybe they gave up. Well, whatever they came out here to do, we ought to keep our noses the hell out of their business. But you better hustle. You're gonna be late for class. I'll catch you after school.
Alright, bye, nerd. Ooh, Burger King. Very nice. I haven't had them in a little bit. I like their chicken fries. Those are pretty good. And their breakfast isn't too bad either. I should head to Seiryo High. I need to find out if Mamiya really has a connection to Sawa-sensei. Okay. Oh, no, come on.
Let's go!
Yeehaw! Woo! What's up, Ned? Ow! My jiggle physics. Yeah, well, F it. Don't care. Yeah. Slightly. Ever so slightly. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Sick grind, bro. What's up, nerds? Let's go. Bam! Almost 500 right there.
Really, guys?
No. Gimme. Arvin, I was actually pretty surprised with how good the Burger King crispy chicken sandwich tasted. It was actually pretty good. Amasawa. Just a reminder in case you've forgotten. I'd like your advice on another case we're currently investigating. A great mystery is brewing at our school. One that could very well be hiding in plain sight. Does this pique your interest? If so, please come knock on the MRC room door. Okay, will do. Yep, bye. Go away. Wait, where is it? Ah.
Oh. What is it, Yagami-san?
Sensei, do you have a minute?
I saw the video of Mikoshiba-kun.
So you did. That video, right?
I thought Ehara-san was convicted for a sex offense. How could he be in that video killing Mikoshiba-kun? But then that video looked so real.
Most likely it is. As you unfortunately had to witness, Ehara-san committed murder with his own two hands. Which means as far as the groping that day goes, there's some deception at work.
Oh.
Deception?
Are you familiar with Ehara-san's victim in the case? Her name is Yui Mamiya.
I don't think I recognized her, no.
13 years ago, she attended Kurakawa Academy. Her maiden name is Yui Suzuki.
Yui Suzuki? Just a minute. Are you saying she was the one Ehara-san groped?
So you do know her then? Were you two classmates?
We were, in our third year of high school.
I had a hunch. You didn't know she was the victim of that whole incident?
I mean, it's just so hard to believe.
Does this all seem like a wild coincidence to you then? Your old student's father gropes one of your high school classmates at a station with 3 million daily travelers.
What are you implying?
I'm saying your old friend Yui might be cooperating with Ehara-san. As in, she only played the part of a victim. She might have even known it was all to hide a murder.
What? But why? Why would she do that for him?
She really doesn't seem to know of any connection between Ahara and Mamiya. If this is all an act, then she's an amazing actress.
From where I'm sitting, Sensei, you're connected to Ahara and Yui Mamiya. I just need your help figuring out what that connection is.
Yagami-san, please. Are you implying I was some kind of liaison between them?
Well, Sensei, what was your relationship with Yui Mamiya? Were you close? Or would you say classmates covers it?
The two of us were never really that close. To be honest, I didn't really like the group of kids she hung out with.
Bullies?
I guess you could say we didn't have the same interests.
When was the last time you saw her? Did you have a high school reunion by any chance?
They held a reunion around the time I graduated from college, but I didn't feel like going. That same class bullied a kid into jumping off the roof.
So if that's the case, you haven't seen any of your classmates since you all graduated from Kurakawa?
That's right.
Okay then. The thing is, Ahara-san and Mamiya are connected. It is kinda loose, but it's there. They have one thing in common.
What?
In both of their pasts, someone they knew was bullied to the point of attempting or committing suicide. Ahara-san lost his son, Toshiro-kun, and as for Yui Mamiya, it's her classmate, Mitsuru Kusamoto. That could be a factor, especially for Mamiya. It's possible that Ahara-san would be a sympathetic figure to her. Maybe enough to help construct an alibi for his revenge. It's possible she only played the part of a groping victim. What do you think? Does it have any merit, or is my theory full of holes?
Even if you're on the right track...
Sawa-sensei? We're just waiting on you to start the staff meeting.
Sorry, I'll be right there.
Oh,
What happened
goddammit.
15 years ago at Kurakawa? That might be the last piece of the puzzle. What about Yui Mamiya? How'd she react when Mitsuru Kusamoto tried to kill himself by jumping off that roof?
I'm sorry, I'm already late for my meeting.
I'm trying to ask you about a murder here. To Ahara, every unanswered question is a victory for that man. He's only a step away from walking for it. And I know Mamiya had other conspirators. It took more than one person to murder Mikoshiba. They're still at large, even as we speak. I'll be honest. I came here today with the suspicion that you might be more involved in this murder than you're letting on.
A suspicion?
Arvin, go get ready. You're good to go, sir. I'll be playing this for the next couple days. And then let me know when you're live. Either just post in here and I'll give a host and a raid. And we'll go from there.
Nothing you've said has made me feel any better about it.
And what should I do about that, huh?
I just want you to tell me, how are Ahara-san and Mamiya connected beyond what I've already figured out? I think you have the key to that answer, even if you don't know that you're the one holding it. It's like a lock, and until I figure out how to get through it, I'm gonna keep picking at it.
I told you, I'm late for a meeting.
I'll be here when you get back. Have a good meeting.
Suit yourself.
Now I'm gonna wait. It's not going great, but at least I've learned she was classmates with Mamiya. I'll take the wins where I can get them. Saori-san will want to hear that later too. Dude, how am I so freaking huge? I'm a big man, SpongeBob. A big, big man. Oh yeah, I was going to tell Saori-san about Sawa-sensei and Mamiya. Ahoy hoy. Mihoy
Hey,
minoi.
Sari-san? It's Yagami.
Hey, did you manage to talk to Sawa-sensei?
Yeah, turns out she really was in Mamiya's class. And they were both aware of the suicide incident with their classmate.
Good to know. While we're on the topic, Hoshino-kun got his hands on some new info.
Let's hear it.
The bully at Kurokawa High was named Shinya Kawai. He transferred out right after Mitsuru-kun jumped, as if he were running away. Once he came of age, it looks like he worked here in Kamurocho.
Wow. You really can find a lot online.
Yes, and to top it off, Kawai earned a reputation for talking about how he drove a classmate to suicide. Like he's proud of it.
Kawai.
Maybe he thought he'd get a laugh in Kamurocho.
Probably would.
Kawai was more or less a Yakuza, though he never swore into it. I just sent you his picture. It was taken 5 years ago.
What?
What?
This guy?
You recognize him?
Not too long ago, some RK punks came asking his whereabouts. Said he was a girls' bar manager who went missing.
Yeah, it looks like he did work at a girl's bar. But we don't know which one.
Okay, so the guy's definitely suspicious. What business would RK have with him?
Do you know if they ever found him?
No. But their leader, Soma, said something about Kawai having already been killed. Like he just vanished from Kamurocho a few years ago, and that was it.
Wait, he was killed?
Uh-huh. Kinda gives me deja vu now that I think about it. Here you have Kawai and Mikoshiba, two known school bullies. And they both end up murder victims?
That could be for a number of reasons. It's not rare for people to disappear in Kamurocho. Usually the trouble is money or women. Maybe that was the case for Kawai.
Could be.
Okay. We'll investigate Kawai a bit more on our end. With RK asking around, word on the street will be loud enough to hear.
Kawaii means scary in Japanese too.
How was it, Saori-san? What did Yagami-san have to say?
He said he recently ran into some RK members looking for Shinya Kawai.
Did he?
He also said RK later told him Kawai had been killed.
This is getting scarier with every new lead.
Now that you mention it, I have seen people getting stopped and asked about someone all over town. But if those were RK on the hunt for Kawai, could it have something to do with our case as well?
One second, chat. Work stuff. All right, we're good. Putting aside the connection between Mikoshiba and Kawai, why is RK suddenly so involved?
I'm honestly not sure how RK could be involved in all this. I'm going out for a bit, Hoshino-kun. Do me a favor and keep digging up what you can on Kawai.
Wait, what?
Sometimes you have to get out in the field. It can't just be Yagami-san all the time.
Wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm supposed to be her?
You don't mean you're going straight to RK for some answers?
What else would I be doing? I need to know why they were looking for Kawai.
Then I'm coming with. I can't just let you do that alone.
Don't worry. It's still light out, and I plan on staying in the open. Besides, if I'm alone, they'll be more eager to talk.
That may be...
I find that rather unnecessary.
Sure?
Look for RK guys in town. There's even a Bansuke up there.
If you're going out alone, keep your wits about you and get back safe.
Those golf bags are really badly done. Even on PS5. Holy crap. Oh, God. No, it doesn't let me run. I have to walk. Dang. First, I'll need to find some RK members. Unlike Yakuza, they're hard to identify by appearance alone. But no worries. In times like these, it's good to know the owner of Tender. He's well connected. So, like Tinder. This is Bartender. The first place Yagami-san worked at when he arrived in this city. The owner, Joe Masuda, always has his ear to the ground. I'm sure I could ask him where I might meet some RK members. Oh, this is a whole thing now, isn't it? I have to play as her.
Oh, is that Sari-chan I see? To what do I owe this pleasure?
Nice to see you too.
Oh, hi. Say, aren't you one of Talk's lawyer friends? Does that mean he's on his way too?
It's just me today.
You?
Fine by me. That means you and I get some girl talk time.
Oh, that stings, Mari. And here I thought I had a place in your heart.
Well, no one knows a lady's heart like a bartender. I guess you can stay.
You? The two of them sure can keep up with each other, but if I'm gonna ask questions, I better order a drink.
Let's see.
All these bottles got you feeling lost? Care for a few pours from Tox? It'll be our secret. Besides, a man with his tab can't complain.
You're too kind. So I'm actually here to ask you, how can I set up a meeting with RK?
Darn. So this wasn't a pleasure call? Well, I'm glad you're at least enjoying the drink.
True. And looking fancy doing it.
Oh, please. You two are going to embarrass me.
My apologies. I suppose being surrounded by such beauties has a timeless appeal, even at my age.
I'll second that. Masuda here is looking at least a year younger.
Just one.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Bitch.
Of course. If you got any younger, you'd be much too handsome. What's a girl to say?
Ew.
And I'll second that.
No. Oh no, this isn't good. I'm getting so relaxed. I might forget about work. I might forget about work. Oh no.
Anyhow, if you're after an RK rendezvous, the good news is those guys are everywhere. But it's not like a civilian can just stroll up and ask, "Hey, are you RK?" and expect to get an answer.
You got that right. And Saori-chan needs to ask them something that's kind of sensitive. Oh, that's certainly going to make things challenging.
Just a bit, yeah.
So I say, why not let the boys do the chasing? Wouldn't be hard for an enchantress like you. But honey, we need to do something about your look. Some nice clothes and a little makeup, and you'd be unstoppable.
Finally, my turn to second something.
Yeah.
I suppose I would need to look approachable.
Talk told me once that if you ever felt like it, Saori-chan, you could put every hostess in Kamurocho to shame. I've got to admit, I'm curious.
Well, a good hawk hides her talons.
You're saying I should dress like a hostess for this?
Well, I'm sure there are other ways. But if you want a foolproof plan to snag an RK, you've got one.
Oh, if you want, I can get you some looks, and you can choose what you like.
I get the message. And I suppose I'll take you up on that.
Okay, then leave the rest to me.
All right. I'll be there in just a moment, Aravan. For at least a host and a small raid. Especially with you playing Control. So give me just a moment. I'm just letting these cutscenes play out. Oh my god. I have to... No. No. I have... What? What is going on? The pen suit. Sure. Oh my goodness, I can even have a tiara, ooh woo. This seems kind of ridiculous. No earrings. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? There we go. No. There we go. Why am I wearing Rolexes? Bondage. Yes. Oh my. What? What is this? No. No. Ew, ew. No. Here we go. Ew, ew. Even more ooh-woo? What the Chun-Li is this? That's actually kind of cute. Am I fully... can I have Witcher hair, please? Witcher hair. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. I can literally change a ton of crap. Nope. We're good.
Would you look at that? Doc was right on the money. I couldn't have imagined.
You sure about that, Mari-san? I hardly feel comfortable wearing this in front of you.
What are you saying? You're so pretty.
I wouldn't say so.
Really? You're dynamite. Though, there is one thing that's missing.
What's that?
Pride. That's the final touch you need. Pride in your own beauty.
Well, I'm not sure I have that.
You're not gonna find it.
Then how about your pride as a lawyer? You have that, don't you?
As a lawyer?
Yes.
God,
There
I'm
it
ready
is.
to go.
Go ahead and take a look.
All right. Let me go check on the kiddo real quick. One more time. And then we'll get ready to host Arovin and get him ready for his control playthrough. 1 second. Alrighty, chat. Let's get through this cutscene, and then I'm going to call it.
Now that's the face of the girl who gets the man she wants.
It's been a while since I've felt this way. I have you to thank for that.
Ooh.
These bad boys won't know what hit them. Now, let's go dangle the bait.
You mean us, right?
You bet. Two nightlife girls like us alone on the street literally brings the RK boys running.
Or to the R,
especially
right?
along Senryo Avenue. Why don't we take a walk?
Are you sure? I don't want to drag you into this.
Are you kidding? And miss the chance to see this makeover in action? But really, I want you to succeed. I promise I won't be a bother.
You're like a spider. Time to walk down Senryo Avenue. Senryo Avenue. If any RK guys approach us, we'll reel them in. Then I can ask them about Shinya Kawai and see what they found out so far.
Sorry,
Alright. Get rid of that one. Okay. Alright. So, chat. We're going to go ahead and call it a night here. And we're going to raid my friend Aravan. We're going to host him as well. Feel free to give some love, follows, all that good stuff. He is currently working his way towards affiliate. So let's help out with that, yeah? Be sure, if you haven't already, to follow me here so you can see when I go live next. I'm live almost every day. Weekdays is usually after 6 p.m. MST, and weekends is earlier. Tuesday, I'll probably be hosting multiple streams throughout the day, but I'll have to be very touch and go because I'm going to be cooking up some food, and so I'll have to be checking on it every 30 minutes to an hour or so because I'm smoking it, so I want to make sure it doesn't burn, it doesn't get dried out, that kind of thing. So we'll go from there. Check out my YouTube, my Facebook, all that good stuff, and we will go from there. Let's see, Arvin. Yep, he is live. We've got a host there. And now we shall start our raid. At least give him a follow, hang out. He's a good dude. He has one glorious epic beard. So we'll go from there. You guys have a wonderful night. Love y'all. I'll see you next time. Bye.